welcome to Anderson Seed and Garden's monthly message. This is our monthly message for March. March is an exciting month. We got a lot of stuff that's starting to happen. Usually our snow's getting melted and we're getting ready to get outside and do some planting. So first things first, right off on the calendar, if you want to take a look at the calendar, I've got it right here. I've got a lot of different events going on this month. Definitely want to get outside and get your garden prepped as early as possible, as early as you can get outside and turn your soil over. So first part of the month you're going to want to do that. Also a great time right here on about the 5th. Of course that depends on what the weather does, but sometime in that first or second week of March we want to start planting our early crops. So spinach, peas, lettuce, radishes, onions, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, all of our Group A vegetables can be planted as soon as your soil is workable. Now don't forget, in the back of your calendar, if you have the calendar, there is the planting guide, and there's the planting guide right there, and it has all those varieties listed and when you can plant them. So we're talking about Group A right here. All those vegetables can be planted as soon as your soil dries out and is workable, and it tells you how deep and how far apart and gives you all the information right here on our planting guide. But don't forget about the planting guide in the back part of the calendar. Again, this month, great time to start tomatoes inside. We've been in February, we started peppers, we started geraniums and petunias. Usually the tomatoes we want to start about 6 to 8 weeks before you want to put them outside. So if you're going to shoot for putting them outside right around Mother's Day, about the middle to the latter part of March is when you should be starting your tomatoes indoors to have them ready to go outside. Our first step in our lawn program usually starts around St. Patrick's Day, so about the middle of March, around the 15th, 17th of March is an excellent time to start putting your first application of fertilizer on. So you've got a general purpose fertilizer like Triple 16. Right here we've got our first application, first step in the lawn program. The lawn program again is in the back of the calendar, so if you are questioning what you should be applying, it's got it all broken down and it's really easy to read. So first step right here, right between St. Patrick's Day and Easter, generally the 15th of March to about the 15th of April, you can put on the Fertilum Weed and Feed with Dimension, which is a pre-emergent. It won't kill any weeds that are out there already, but it stops new ones from coming up, and it has a great fertilizer in it. Or if you want to control some weeds that may have lingered over from last year, you can use the Fertilum Weed Free Zone, and it's got a great fertilizer in it also, but it will control broadleaf weeds in your lawn even in cooler temperatures. So this works even when our daytime temperatures are only in the 40s. It'll still work really well. Or if you want to put just a good fertilizer on, we'd recommend our Anderson's Best Triple 16. Great way to start the year off with. You can use it in the vegetable garden as well too if you're thinking about throwing a little fertilizer out in the garden, tilling that in before you get things planted. So don't forget about the planting guide. Definitely don't forget about the lawn care program in the back of your calendar. It'll just spell everything out for you. Our bare root tree sale is this month as well too. Generally around the 20th of March, our bare root fruit trees will start coming in, and then shortly after that all of our bare root shade trees will come in. Then we get bare root strawberries, bare root onions, bare root raspberries, bare root blackberries, and bare root grapes. I mean, the bare root sale towards the end of March is really when things start to get exciting around here. The weather's finally starting to warm up. Hopefully all of our snow will be gone at that point and we can get outside and do some planting. So a lot of great things going on this month. Oh, don't forget, great time to control borers and aphids in your trees before they get started. So I've got some great products to try and preventatively stop borers before they do damage in your trees, and also stop aphids for basically the whole season. If you can do an application on, say, your snowball bush before the leaves come out, or your maple trees before the leaves come out, you can control the aphids that attack those almost every year. You can control them before they get started and have a tree that's free of aphids for the entire year. So important time to get your soil drench applied to your trees and your shrubs so you can get those insects under control before they get started. So like I said, a lot of great things going on. Don't forget about the bare root sale. Don't forget about getting your first application of fertilizer on, and especially don't forget to get outside and get some things planted. And that's our monthly message for March.